And it's a jolly good Friday today. Welcome once again to the Morning Mix.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. It is a Friday. Welcome to all of our listeners and our viewers out there on the Morning Mix. Thank you so much for joining us once again this morning. Masha, moro, my dierbare mense. Kom ons begin toch met die Namibianse voorblad. The moment I saw your post, Masha, toe vra ek vir Mitch om gou die koerant te gaan haal. So he's gonna go and get the newspaper. I know there is quite a breaking story on the Namibian's front page this morning. Senia, good morning. Ricardo Afeni, good morning. Watching from Boeg.
Oh, van die Boeg.
Luderitz.
Ricardo, nice to have you with us.
Ricardo, you know what? Wie Kaufine?
Yeah.
I always say, since 2006, I was so blessed to be in Luderitz at least once a year.
Yes.
Because of the Crayfish Festival.
Yes.
And I don't know when was the last time you've been in Luderitz, but it's a different coastal town, but I love Luderitz.
Yes.
I want to be there. I'm going to go this year.
Luderitz. Yeah, we were there, I think, 2 years ago, so it's definitely time to go again.
Yeah.
Has the Crayfish Festival been put on hold because of COVID or what?
Yes.
Okay. So...
Yeah. About 3 years ago was the last time that I was there, I think, and then COVID hit.
Right.
And as a result, it's not been happening.
Yes.
A lot of people, ek weet baie mense, ja, maar die ding is nie meer 'n Crayfish Festival. Die mense kom koop, maar hulle kom verkoop matangara daar en hulle verkoop wat. No, it's whatever. It's just a nice summer scene of people being there
and having the activity in the town, and hopefully more outside people can come to Luderitz and you know, support the town as a whole.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. I know that they also have then quite often combined with that these biker rallies and people camping and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe the Bucht needs to get together and see whether they can do something again.
Yeah,
That
no,
would be nice.
definitely. Beautiful town. Yeah, we accept you with your wind and all, Ricardo. Denovan, Darius, Tsovasep, good morning. Natalie Orange, Mora, Aldrin Calvo, good morning. Watching from Katima,
Yes.
Mulilo. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about. I have a colleague from the Zambezi region in the IT department, and we were making fun of Katima yesterday, that the witchcraft level in Katima is of the highest.
Is that the reason why there's so much rain at the moment?
Yes.
To wash away the witches.
Oh,
did the witches?
they claimed all the rain of Namibia. That is why it's only raining there.
In the Zambezi region.
In the Zambezi
So
region.
are these nice witches or unnice witches?
They are only nice to themselves. That's why
So they're punishing us.
Yeah. Actually,
Aldrin, you guys need to send that water to us. No?
as
We are one Namibia, the whole country.
believe. Shora Kawenji, morning top fans and MMC family. Thank you so much, Shora. King Malume, Moro Neville and the crew. Moro my broer, Jace Dan, Walvis Bay and good morning. Medusal Monkosman, Gaingop. Good morning, watching from Adzayanikab.
Hey,
Adzayanikab.
in.
Medusa va Anikab as Zay.
Seker van die vlak.
As hy van die vlak.
Hy's van die vlak.
Ja. Makuti Naki watching from Rundu. Okay? Yeah. Are you having mutete for breakfast or what? Yeah.
What is mutete?
Mutete is what is making Christine Boma so fast. It's a traditional meal that they eat there
Oh.
in Rundu.
Oh my God.
Mutete.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I don't know what else
Is
is
it
in
chicken,
mutete.
fish, or what?
My brewer is no, it's chicken.
Okay.
It's rice.
Yes.
And obviously a lot of greeneries and stuff.
You know, you are what you eat. I
You are
believe
what
in
you
that. So if you eat chicken, because chickens run so fast,
Yeah.
then you like Christine, you can run fast.
Net so, yeah. But then again, the plant hibiscus.
Yeah.
You know the hibiscus plant.
Yes.
It is also hoe sê mens dis inheems
Okay.
of the Rundu of the Kavango region. And they also call that mutete over there. So I drink a lot of mutete tea.
Hibiscus tea.
Hibiscus tea.
Aha.
Ja. Hibiscus is julle Lani se name wat julle gebruik.
Yeah, so it's mutete.
It's mutete.
Mutete tea.
Yeah, it's mutete tea that we are
Mutete
drinking.
tea.
Yeah.
For me, I just know okore. Asseblief.
Okore.
It's a plant that donkeys eat. That's why donkeys, that's why the donkey is the most healthiest meat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, donkey is the most healthiest meat.
Oh.
True, eh?
Yeah, they eat that okore. I don't know, what do we call it in?
Somebody said yesterday. A friend of mine yesterday, because we have a few friends on a group, and we started because somebody posted a donkey being slaughtered yesterday,
Ish.
and so we started making fun of this Damara guy on the group. Hey, oh James, so julle eet weer donkey, and he responded duly,
Yes.
and Jimmy said, the donkey, the transport of Jesus.
Aha.
The meat of Damaras
Ish.
and the wife of Vambus.
Oh
Chique.
my God, man.
All those three things in one sentence.
So-
Nee, man.
So, julle wat Vambus is daar buite kan nê. I don't know what Jimmy means, but maybe you guys can please come and explain what he was saying. Voordat ons
Because we don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
Herman Reinders, good morning, Neville and Coffee.
Hallo Herman.
Wishing you a blessed day.
Dankie, dankie.
Blok voor Herman.
Moeders vir Herman. Nee.
Ja.
Die man groet toe jy nog hier is.
Okay.
Jy die koerant gaan gehaal.
Okay.
SS man. Moet ondenje. Good morning
Violence.
MMC and the whole family. It's Friday again. Let's kick it. Penda Nale Shiyuka Ongwediva is represented here. Penda, are you family with Amos or not? George Borutsky.
Shosh.
Watching
Shosh
from,
Brzezinski.
from Deutschland.
Yes, Germany.
Hamburg.
Deutschland.
Hamburg. George, welcome. Makuti Naki, yes, Mutete, very nice. Estomich, have a drink. Ooh, yeah.
What?
Fuck, okay.
Rodrika, there is
Kom eens, probeer jy.
from Duracell. Kan nie. She's talking about the Duracell bunny.
That's all you know.
Something like that.
Baba, let me see the
She's
translation.
still on yesterday's topic.
What you all drinking so early, sounding like Duracell rabbits? That is what it means.
Oh,
We're not drinking anything.
we are
He's-
hyped.
It's Friday,
Mitch is
though.
having his coffee.
Estomich.
Yes.
Coffee.
Roviera says, so the girl is in Swakop kan nie ry nie.
Ah.
As per King Malume, van onze Windhoek girls ry en hulle ry vinnig. Please explain that later on during the show. Ro and King Malume. Stephanus James Moro watching from Windhoek. Ach, you are so boring, Stephanus.
Did you notice this morning? I don't know what Shines is all on about. You know, in the past when we spoke, the words used to come up at the bottom.
Ne?
But now today there is no words.
What, like what
oh,
word?
oh.
Because I
the
think
subs.
words, the subtitles.
Subtitle.
Oh, the
Did
sub.
you notice
oh, no, I don't know about it. I didn't. Know
Oh,
about
okay.
it. Okay.
That's okay. No problem.
Medusal, Monkosman, Gangop. I'm in Stackland, Cape Town. Mitch is my
okay.
Mitch is my small boy. Where is Stackland? It's the first time I hear of Stackland. Aldrin Calvo Mutete. We call it Sindambi in Caprivian language. What Caprivian language, Aldrin, are you talking about?
Metisalam is a truck driver.
Huh?
He's a truck driver. I know him. He's like an uncle to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah. What Caprivian language, Aldrin, are you talking about? Okay. Stephanus James Ananias, Windhoekse girls ry my broer. Is net hulle wat man overtake. Mohausi Boli becoming very violent again.
She's just the bestest.
Net-
Thank you. She said, more coffee only.
Why are you reading the
Thank you.
comment? You see, we're
Wow.
ignoring the comment.
I told you yesterday, Mohau has got quality. She understands what life is all about.
King Malume, Mora Neville, Mitch, and Black Coffee, the DJ. Who is Black Coffee, the DJ? Oh!
Oh. Are you a DJ also?
No. Is it black coffee and the DJ Moso? So it's
Okay.
Fruit Almalis.
Okay, Penda. Okay, so you're not familiar with Amos. That's a swak. Jesa Muhu Shiuka. Yeah, it's my story.
Here we go. More Neville and Mitch and Black Coffee. So when he spelled coffee, this is what do you call it? Autocorrectors on it. Then coffee.
It could be.
Black coffee.
Oh!
Oh, vader van Keert. Maar
Yes.
zeg, je praat van die koffie.
Row. No,
Res-
you're right. Row. Okay, yeah, I listened to the Valentine's. Yeah. We will talk about that extensively also, since it's a Friday.
And then there's my big buddy Rousseau Hill. He's a super chef, one of these chefs that go beyond chefing. You get chef, look, you get waiter, then you get cook, then you get chef, and then you get, for a long time, you get absolutely nothing, and then you get super chef. It's like the Superman of all chefs.
Is it that guy?
Yeah, he does this. He
ones that cook with
throws
anointing
the
oil.
salt like this. And Rousseau is a brilliant chef. We'll get him into the studio one day.
Yeah.
We'll talk food. Yeah.
What say, Mitch? The man, he cooks with anointing oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Luister, let's coffee. Kan ons net 'n bietjie ernstig word
Yeah,
hier in
let's
die studio?
get serious. This is Informante Live, and these are our top stories. Despite continuous pleas from government and a multitude of concerned groups to get vaccinated, Namibians remain hesitant, with only 22.7% of the target population vaccinated against COVID-19. This was revealed at the 39th COVID-19 public briefing on amendments to public health general regulations, where it was also shared that a bulk of public health measures will remain unchanged. The low vaccination rate comes at a time where a number of public as well as private institutions have taken issue with non-vaccinated employees, dictating that non-vaccinated workers would not be allowed to enter work premises and face other disciplinary action. King Philemon Shumbwa Nangolo of the Ondonga Traditional Authority, also known as the OTA, has moved quickly, filling the positions left vacant following the recent death of two senior members of the OTA, Vilu Kamanya and Kashona Mululu. Businessman and head of the Ondangwa district, John Walenga, has appointed OTA chairperson, replacing Kamanya, who passed on the 31st of December 2021. Walenga will be deputized by Ambassador Eddie Amukongo, who was also appointed acting head of the Amutia district, formerly headed by Kamanya. And finally, the Namibia Revenue Agency is currently running an electronic filing tax relief program to assist taxpayers with outstanding tax amounts. The relief provides for the waiver of 100% of penalties and 75% of interests on the settlement of the capital outstanding tax amount and will end on the 31st of January 2022. As of the 30th of November 2021, 264,710 taxpayers owed the Namibian Revenue Agency over 162 billion Namibia dollars in capital tax debt. Close to 8 billion Namibia dollars and over 265 million Namibia dollars in penalties and interest respectively were waived, which was owed by around 23,000 businesses and more than 11,000 individual taxpayers. Your Trustco share price today, the 14th of January, is at $1 Namibia and 50 cents per share. Taking a brief look at the financial indicators, the Namibia dollar is trading against the US dollar at 15 Namibia dollars and 40 cents, against the euro at 17 Namibia dollars and 70 cents, and against the British pound at 21 Namibia dollars and 10 cents. This is Informante Live, and these were our top stories. You can find more on our website, which is informante.web.na.
Informante News. Informante News. Informante News.
Kalfi, thank you very much. I think your job is done today. You can leave now.
Okay, goodbye.
Kalfi, jy gaan nie.
Moer, jy gaan nergens nie. Jy sit net hier.
Is Vrydag ek cheap?
Nee, jy cheap nie. Jy cheap nie. Ja, hierdie Natalie Orange. Oeh, Here, Kalfi se stem.
Ah, sien jy?
The voice.
Kan ons haar blok net?
No blocking. You don't block Muhau and you don't block Natalie.
Vader van Keetman.
Hoor vir Estomy. Morning, my love. How is going at the mansion Trilville? Raining good. What?
Is she under the influence? Nee man, is to mich.
What is stop?
Is op 'n Vrydag.
Get help.
What is? Nee, hey, guys, please, let's not discriminate against Estomiji. Maybe there is a place in Norway called Trilville. Okay? So, as a belief...
Trilville.
Trilville.
Let's stand Trilville. Estomiji, do you know what you're saying? Huh?
Oh my Keetman.
Oh, Mitch is jealous. Why so violent towards Kalfi, Balume? Nee, ek is moeg. Ja.
Ek het met Estomiji begin hier so by hierdie show. Ek is die eerste man wat ge-inbox het.
Vir Estomiji,
ek het 'n hele tent in daai inbox opgesit.
Oh no.
Like I was waiting for the new iPhone. Here Kalfi comes in. Control Alt deletes me.
It's not true.
yeah. Kalfi, before we get to the, obviously I think one of the biggest points, guys, that we do need to discuss today is obviously the press briefing of the president yesterday.
Yes.
But first give us the coronavirus, just the numbers, and
Okay.
then we can obviously then have a discussion around
Right.
it.
Very much like the minister said yesterday, Minister of Health,
Shangula.
Shangula. It's starting to plateau out. So in other words, we had the spike.
Yeah.
It's come down significantly, and now what we are seeing just over the last 2 days, it's just like doing a little plateau. It's like, so I think we can expect the figures to go down. So nothing really has changed in terms of the regulations. The regulations were kept the same. There's one small difference that we'll talk about now. However, the active cases in Namibia at the moment, 8,752.
Yeah.
Daily new cases, 346. And we had 22 deaths. So the deaths are still quite relevant, for a small populated country such as Namibia.
Guys, I think the only regulation that basically changed in terms of the press briefing of the president yesterday is that vaccinated Namibians.
Right.
Is it Namibians?
Oh,
or
no,
people in general?
People
they
in
can
general.
travel.
Okay. If you are, you anti-vaxxers, you scrupulous elements out there, watch. If you are vaccinated, you don't need to provide
A test.
if you come into Namibia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know how cool that actually is for the tourism industry?
Hello.
Because, where we get our tourists from, predominantly Europe,
Yes.
most of them are vaccinated. So welcome back all the European tourists. Kom terug.
And it's cool. It's cool
Yes.
because, like in the other news, the tourism industry was they showcased how many jobs were lost in the industry between I think 2021
Yes.
till now, and it was really a bloodshed with the job loss. But they suffer.
The only thing that just counts against us, I guess, is if these foreign tourists do come in, they're going to realize they're coming into a country that is only 22% vaccinated.
Yeah, true, eh?
So I think the pressure is on. We are seeing private industry now busy, putting on the tightening the screws. We saw it with Letsejo, we saw it with Dischem, and I do believe there are quite a number of organizations that have sent out letters that those unvaccinated
that's what
individuals.
I wanted to say, Kaufman. Like a lot of companies are actually doing it. I know some of the people, some of the guys that I talk to every day. They even in our group, they were saying like, "Yo, their bosses decided this and this and this." I think they spoke about it in-house before. I think we will see a lot of companies coming out with that by next week. We will see a lot of letters and press releases from those companies.
Yeah.
You know what? Yesterday, I told some friends of mine who are not vaccinated, who work for various other companies. In fact, I told a few of my friends who are remaining harde gat about not getting vaccinated. And this is what I said to them, guys. I said, guys, you know what? Because I love you, because I care about you as a friend, and because when it comes to employment at the moment, there's not enough work out there.
Exactly.
Already, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm asking you as a friend, because I love you and I care about you as a friend. Go get vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
Get your shot.
You will lose your job.
That's exactly it, Neville. When organizations interview prospective new employees,
Yeah.
the first question that's being asked, are you vaccinated?
vaccinated?
And then if that interviewee wouldn't say it, but would say, why are you asking me that question if your organization is only 40% vaccinated? Should you not be firing people
Yes.
and employ me? Yes, I'm vaccinated.
Yes.
Fire your existing people and take me because I'm vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
No.
That could be a big problem.
No,
Ditser, jy sê nou 'n belangrike ding.
and no employee is irreplaceable.
Hallo.
Not a single one.
Hallo.
So
We're all
think about it.
we're all replaceable.
Ditser.
That's just it.
Ditser, so wat jy eintlik sê, nee? If I sit here at Trusco and I refuse to get vaccinated,
Yes.
somebody from the outside can come in here,
Right.
tell Quentin,
I'm vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
I want Neville's job.
I want Neville's job.
That's
I got
exactly
the
it.
qualifications.
I have the
experience.
qualifications.
Exactly.
And when it comes to, and please, look at my repertoire out there.
Right.
I'm bigger than this guy. What do you think Wondon is going to do?
Yes.
He's going to let me go.
Ja.
That's it.
Neville, sien jy daai goedjies waarmee jy ingekom het?
Ja.
Vat dit.
En gaan. So, guys, I'm asking you again. And this has got nothing to do what your principle is about the vaccine.
Yeah.
If you have enough money and you are a multi-millionaire who does not need to travel outside this country and don't need nothing from nobody, please don't get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Please. It's really, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you need to take care of your family,
Have a job.
have a job, ek sê maar net van my kant af, vat die shot en kry klaar.
And Neville, this is what's absurd for me is, like, have you ever had a polio jab?
Oh, yeah, we got them when we were children.
Yeah. Did we know what was in there?
It's Kenny.
Ons het niks geworry van dit.
Not only that, remember a couple of years ago we had to take those droplets under the tongue for yellow fever
Hallo,
or something.
fever.
And
Hallo.
the whole country went, there was no problem.
Yeah.
What is the issue?
And I'm just saying, we don't even know what was in there. We didn't talk about the principles then. We didn't talk about our
We
beliefs
just took it.
then. We just took it. Even just our vegetables in stores. You don't even know if it's really
Hallo.
organic or
Hallo.
if it's ons kenny, ons koop net.
Ou Mitch, dit wat jy nou sê. We all know that this braai pak
Yes.
that we buy in ShopRite,
Yes.
we know that's not organic chicken.
Yeah.
There are some antibiotics in that chicken. These chickens that we buy from Brazil or whatever, we are so okay
Yes.
to buy processed food, to buy.
Organic chickens are metete. What?
Yeah, that is right.
That's organic chicken.
That's organic chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, that is right. That is right. Hierdie wampehoender wat julle so verlag.
It's the organic one.
It's organic chicken. Nee, hy's hard, maar hy's gesond. Roviera says, Neville, blok hulle sopieso. Cancel net vir Calvie van die show af. Ek sal self die nuus
Ai,
kom lees.
Rou.
Ja.
No employee is irreplaceable.
Ja.
I know. I am vaccinated. It's a.
Zelly, ja, nee, ons sal try om jou dag te maak, Zelly. Masha says, Mitch, het hy in DMs geskop or whatever. Aldrin say, current situation is clearly shows that the issue of getting vaccinated is by force. Early before in the briefing, His Excellence Dr. Gaindop said, it's not by force, but why are they forcing people to get vaccinated? Let's talk about the issue of Letsejo. Workers are forced to get vaccinated. Failure to do that will lead to retrenchments, which is not good. Sylvia Wakumbwa says, good morning, Yella, Mora, Yella, Abuti, and Her. Yeah, yeah. Mora Trilwil Seine, Stephanus James Ananias. All is well here. It's not raining yet, but someone will get wet today. What is that supposed to mean? Roviera says, no, man, guys. The vaccination with no test is for local Namibians only. Okay, thanks, Ro, for clarifying that. The rest still needs to show a 72-hour PCR negative test. Please inform the nation correctly. Thanks,
Okay,
Ro.
thank you, Ro.
Thanks, Ro. So it is for Namibians only. Okay,
Yeah.
you can come into the country with a airport official with his or her feet on the table, and you can come through. As long as you can, as you are
Like 24
vaccinated,
hours.
you can pass her. Okay, Tangeni with a capital T. I think we from Ochumise must just emancipate from Namibia.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I feel sick, man. 0 COVID cases, 0 deaths. Ochumise shops can be our capital city. Franco Jose, we are not going to be forced to get the jab. It's hot. As now, Franco, go and stay at Grot Oop unemployed. That's all right. Sylvia Wakumbwa says, left my earpods at home so I can't tune in today. Anders word ek gelaat loop. Maar ons is saam.
Hey, that's
Sylvia,
dedication.
Love you,
Yes.
love you. No, Calfee and Neville has been around, Mitch. I always gave them love. When you want my love, you need to accept to share. I share my love. Kalfi adores me. I know. Apparently, I am the only black girl that might make him go black.
Hey.
Check how he blush when you mention my name. Watch his cheeks. Neville is cousin. So,
I think Estimich is she fishing? She's fishing.
Fishing what?
Ja, sy gooi lang lyne.
Ja! Jy wil check op die man se hart. Hy check die pols.
Say check your pulse.
My kind.
Masha says, so vat maar die vaccinated persoon en fire my. Dan wonder ek of die persoon die werk wat ek doen so goed soos ek kan doen. My sister, vertel
my.
Jy sal nie gevertel word om te vaccinate. Laat die lannies hulle se werk hou. I like your attitude, Masha.
Okay, but then why doesn't Marsha just resign?
Nee, laat sy resign.
Dis mos nou maklik.
Ja.
Then we just go to the newspapers and we advertise.
No, yeah, Ro, we did correct the issue, eh? The issue is simple, says Franco Jose. The COVID jab, after every 7 months, always release a new COVID album. Ons raak moeg. Is Mitch even vaccinated?
Ja, Mitch.
Is Jay gevaccinated?
Ek is gevaccineerd, bro.
Wees.
Fully vaccinated.
Wys, which arm? Waar is die gat? So there's nothing there, man.
Nee, ek sal mos nie hy goed train.
King Malume says, fire vir Mitch. Ek sal sy plek kom vat. Hy hou ook van lieg.
Is King Malume vaccinated?
No,
Ja, nee, hy seker gevaccinated. Freshiana Deolita sê, daar is mense wat komplikasies het na hulle ingeënt is, maar niemand praat daaroor nie. Freshiana, ek dink nie dat niemand nie daaroor praat nie, but
eintlik, nee.
Yeah, we talk about
the whole
it,
blood clot story.
yeah, the whole blood clot story. But it's really in the minimum that people do get complications. I know of one person in Namibia who died because of the jab.
Okay.
Yeah, I know of that one particular person. But you know what? We all need to weigh our pros and cons. So it's really part of.
I can give the ladies a life hack. If you don't want to get vaccinated, get pregnant.
Huh?
Yeah, if you are pregnant, you cannot take the vaccine.
So
Yeah, so get pregnant.
So jy moet maar elke jaar pregnant word.
Tot die corona klaar is.
Dis
Have you guys seen the new Netbank building?
The one with a hole in it.
Yeah, they have these small cubicles like
Nee.
for the like klomp cubicles daar. Waar die employees aan werk en ek dink dit is gemaak miskien oor die hele
Oh, I see. Social
COVID thing.
distancing,
Yeah.
etc.
And I'm like, so what are you guys gonna do with those stuff if we win over COVID, if China gives us the cure finally? If China gives us the
China
cure
must
finally.
give us the cure. Masha sê is waar hy hou van lieg. Cleaning Glovo says, Mitch,
Here.
let people critique within the confines of discourse. It's healthy for all intents and purposes. What's the point of being dogmatic? Too many reprobates out there. Weet jy nee, hierdie cleaning nee, so waar nee. We need to put you in quarantine. Your English, so waar. Colin King Malume says, my vrou moet die vaccine vat, anders moet sy gaan. Dan soek ek 'n vaccinated vrou.
Ja.
Yeah, what
Julle
if this just boils down to
kan
that?
vir my sommer soek. Is Estomich single? King! Estomich is single.
And she's vaccinated.
She's vaccinated. She's a tall, hero, Norwegian woman. En sy ken nga goede.
Go King, go.
Ja,
The King Commission.
Jelle.
Estomich says, Neville, those that can't be vaccinated, they might travel with the right authorized papers. Otherwise, it will be discrimination. Mitch, pregnant women can be vaccinated because some babies are born with COVID. In your moer.
They can be. Dan het hulle miskien nie geweet of wat die van ek ken van 'n bra wat vrouens gesê het sy kan nie gevaccineerd word nie van haar pregnancy.
Vosiana Alana Greenwood says, Mitch, you can actually get vaccinated if you are pregnant these days. Talking from experience. Nou, Vosiana, wanneer het jy gekram?
Wanneer?
Sê vir ons. Vosia, we've been family on this show for
2 years?
Ja.
Yes.
En ons ken nie jy hou geslaan nie. Muhausi Bolle says, kram tot Jesus kom.
Masha, moenie sê ek hou van lieg, jy wat gelieg het. Nou ken ek wie's jy.
Do you know that pregnant women actually got vaccinated before they got pregnant without them even knowing? Yeah.
Is it?
They got the penicillin injection.
My kid, man.
Yeah. That's how you get pregnant. So you vaccinated just at a different part of your body.
Penicillin.
Say again. They got how? When they got vaccinated?
The penicillin injection. This was.
Koffie.
Duitser, jy motiveer vir ons gee.
Let's just talk about the weather. Okay, in Namibia, the weather today, the 13th of January, the interior partly cloudy and hot to very hot over the western half of the interior. Elsewhere, partly cloudy and warm to very hot with a few to isolated thundershowers, but scattered to widespread thundershowers in the extreme northeast. The windy weather will persist in the interior. Then at the coast, al die boegters, swakopmoenders en walvisbaaiers, partly cloudy and cool to warm with possible drizzle over the central and southern coastal areas. So you guys at the coast might get a little rain today. Then the wind is moderate to fresh southwesterly. Maximum temperatures in Windhoek today, 32 degrees, and Swakopmund 21 with Walvis Bay 25. We can see a vast difference between those two towns. Then let's have a look at our big champion runner in terms of heat. You guys can guess what town is the hottest? Marintal with 39 degrees Celsius.
39.
Marintal has been a reigning champion.
Yes, I know. Maybe the witches of Marintal aren't agreeing with the witches of Katima Mulilu.
That's very clear.
Because Katima Mulilu today is 23 degrees Celsius.
Nee, dit reën lekker daar.
Ja.
The Witch Council.
Kom ons gaan daarna in Oshivambuland.
Ja. Nee, is Zambezi must they?
No, we're not finished with Zambezi.
Okay.
23 degrees
okay.
in Zambezi. But Omuthia and Oshakati and Okahau all on 37 degrees Celsius. Then coming down to, where is it again? Ochiva Dronkwoord, 34 degrees. Then Riobot is, let me find it. Oh, there we have Riobot at 35, Keetmanshoop at 37, and Gubabis today at Beitepos and Gubabis both at 34 degrees Celsius. We can see the cooler temperatures coming over to the eastern part of Namibia. Which is great, but there's quite some cloud cover. Have you guys noticed?
Yeah, there's some cloud cover.
So I think the possibilities for rain over the central parts of Namibia over the weekend are pretty good.
We've been waiting, and I do agree with Franco Jose. Here we go again. Kaufi, don't botch us with the weather. We really need the rain today.
I know.
Yeah. Funny enough, you were talking about Reboth. I'm not too sure if we ever had anybody on our show from Tkanes, because I don't see any comments coming from Tkanes. From all the other towns, Tkanes is the original name of Reboth.
Yeah,
okay.
Anis.
It's Tkanes.
Anis.
Yeah.
Anis. Ek is Anis Kaufman.
Ja, as jy Anis Kaufman. Let's hold nog 'n paar comments before we continue with the show. Vosie Alana Greenwood says die Here het sy kole in Marintal en Karasburg vergeet.
Ja. Dis wat die duiwel gemaak het.
Ja. Dopkind say, first of all, I would like to greet all of you, the big three in the studio, for always sharing good ideas with us and Mr. Kaufi. Please read slowly.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, next time around, please read slowly. Estomish says, hey, I am not single and not vaccinated due to food allergies. I am special Neville, lactose-free en gluten-free lady. Jrr,
Lactose.
baie werk. Jrr. Moausi Bolly says, wat worry hulle? Hulle kan mos ook swanger maak daar waar hulle is. Man sy swangerskap.
Now, listen, we will not take over God's work and start making people.
Ja.
Ons sal nie mense maak nie. Julle het geoortree daar.
Vosia, eto, die baba is 3 maande. Almal weet dan. Kyk my profile pic. Eto, Koffie. Yeah, so there you have it.
What's the kid's name?
Ja, wat is die kind se naam?
Sê vir ons die kind se naam, ons sal die kind altyd elke dag 'n shout-out gee, net om laat ons sie ken van dit.
Yeah. Guys, before we, I think a very important topic that we need to bring up here this morning, Kofi, Mitch, a very gruesome killing that happened probably about a year ago, or was it 2 years ago no, it was in 2019 in Walfish Bay. It seemed like finally there's been this mystery.
That was that
solved.
lady that disappeared, isn't it? Are we talking about what is that case again? Sorry.
Yeah, Azan Madisia.
Oh yes, yes.
Let me just give you guys a little bit of context. Walfish Bay murder suspect Azan Madisia has confessed her role in the death of Shannon Daliki Wasserval.
Yes.
In a 4-page letter written in her jail cell. The letter in the Namibian's possession raises as many questions as answers. In it, Madisia claims that her one-time friend was killed during an argument following a drinking spree.
What?
But she does not explain how or why she moved the body and buried it in a shallow grave in the desert near Dunes Mall at Walfish Bay. She never mentions her brother, Stephen Malundu, who is also charged in the murder. Police say he helped her dispose of her body, which was discovered in pieces 6 months after the murder. Both have pleaded innocent in court, and in the letter, Madisia paints the killing as an accident that happened in a heated argument with Wasserval's infant son nearby. We started arguing. It got heated and it became physical, pushing back and forth, etc., she wrote. Just the last paragraph. When she pushed me against the stove, I pushed her with force in the garage. She lost her balance in her state and hit her head hard against the table and fell on the cement floor. She lost consciousness. No pulse or breathing came from her. Yeah.
How do you mean the body was found in pieces?
No. They buried,
it was like 6 months.
Yeah, Azan, she and her brother, Stephen Mulundu, they buried the body, and the body was only found 6 months later.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, The body decomposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Shines, thank you very much. Allegedly. But okay, if it is so what the newspaper says, that there's a confession from Azan Madisia in the death of Shannon Daliki Wasserval. Hopefully this, I guess the saga will come to a conclusion now, that the trial can continue.
Okay.
And then, we can find, and I think the families in Walfish Bay, because it really shook the Walfish Bay community some almost 3 years ago now.
I remember that clearly.
And Kofi, this is what happened actually is she, who is Azan, and the other lady, Azan had, it was Azan's boyfriend at first, but they are friends. And then the other lady took the boyfriend, or they broke up and she was with the boyfriend, but they were still friends. So they cared and they were drinking, and allegedly
that sparked the argument
there. And this is just the thing, Neville. I'm like, if your sister, Hilma, calls you up and says, I did this. Neville, come look at this. Can you help me? How are you going to respond? It's your sister. It's your little sister. And as the older brother, how are you going to respond?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. But then again, you know what? I think all of us, we have a moral responsibility to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And it becomes very, very difficult. You know, it seems like she sort of coerced the brother in disposing of the body.
Right.
Now he's in trouble now.
I just need to go and check something. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. So he helped her allegedly to dispose of the body. So now he is in trouble now. You know, with her. But then again, we need to do the right thing.
Yeah, and I just think if you're gonna help somebody in something like that, you are just pushing that person deeper into like we say into the grave. This person will never feel like they can take accountability of something.
Yeah.
And every time you help this person, you are just making it deeper and deeper. So things like that, I think, like you said, everybody has a moral responsibility to do the right thing. And I think, I must stand for that because it was by his actions that he's there. I really feel bad for him, but...
Are you talking about the brother now?
The brother,
who helped?
yeah.
Pascal Dilula says, pushing just like in the movie, where a person is pushed and die. You know what, Pascal, when... Funny enough, when I was reading this article now, I sort of had the same feeling as you. But then again, these things can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. I don't know. As ek ook kyk na hierdie twee girls, Azan and Shannon, they are very small statured women.
Yeah.
Very small. And it could be that there might have been an argument and they did push each other around. And it, probability is that it could have happened. Tangeni with a capital T says, I also think the death in itself was an accident. Actions after the death are what's wrong in the whole picture. Vosi Alana Greenwood says, I think he is younger than her, so she probably manipulated him.
That could be.
No cake, no neda.
And you don't know how fragile a human body is. Like, really. Some people have, probably a heart condition or what. Just look at Houdini, how he died. He died from a punch.
Who?
That's what Houdini, they say he died from a punch. Like
who's Houdini?
Houdini, the magician guy.
Oh, the magician. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so he used to allow people to punch him in the stomach.
Oh, I see.
And some complication, I think, like they're explaining it, it was something to do with the heart of him, and the person punched him at the same time his heart was beating. And a few hours later, he was hospitalized and he died. Yeah, and you just don't. I think these things can happen, but it's very rare. And I also had the same feeling, like Neville said. I also had the same feeling. But what was really crazy about this story is the outrage that happened. Yeah, people in Swakop stormed the boyfriend's house during this 6 months and
Swakop or Wolfish.
Yeah, Wolfish, and were breaking. Sorry. Thank you so much, Neville. And they broke in. They wanted to go kill that guy. They wanted to step. They threw stones at the guy's house, assuming it's the boyfriend that killed the lady.
Oh, okay.
Because that time nothing was found, and the police just had this scripted SMSs.
Yeah.
You remember those SMSs? Yeah.
It was scripted, you feel.
Yeah, I thought it was scripted because it didn't come out well. Man.
Yeah.
Like that person was just saying, they are all buried in the dunes. They are more what. And how do you think would even send that?
Yeah. Just some more comments. Capena Ruquero says, and make yourself involved as well. Vosia Alana Greenwood says, when two people are alone and fight, wanneer stopt dit? Wie keer vir wie? And alcohol is involved.
Oh,
yeah. Jürgen Kesep says, I don't feel sorry for the brother. He should have done the right thing and convinced his sister to notify the authorities. They had freaking 6 months and kept quiet. Masha basically responds on Wosia's post and said, true, wie sal afkeer?
And jy drink met jou gummies, just remember, you are drinking with a woman.
With your gummies.
Yeah, that dates the man that you used to have, and you are single probably. And I don't think that's a good idea.
But guys, and please, indulge me. You guys out there who probably know a little bit more than me about this. It's okay. It seems to be very clear that the boyfriend has nothing to do with it. Okay, but I have a slight suspicion, and I could be wrong. I have a slight suspicion that this guy might have still been in a relationship with both these women.
Yeah,
I don't think there is a ex story here, because an ex is an ex. But a fight like that, in my view, can only occur when jy was gisteraan met hom en ek weet jy was daar en jy en so while I'm still with you, etc., etc.
So a love triangle.
It's a love triangle.
Yeah.
I don't think this is an ex issue. They were still both, I think, actively.
When I'm saying this, I want to really talk under correction. I don't know if he had a kid in Azan. And it's just imagine that feeling. This man was with me probably for 6-7 years, and we don't have a kid together. 3 months in with my friend, which is his new girl, he has a baby with that one, or 6 months in. You just have that feeling like, oh, hulle moet die goed agter my reg lang gedoen. So that person is already sitting with that grudge, and jy weet, we say mos, a dronk man praat die waarheid.
Drongman praat die waarheid.
As wanneer die waarheid uitkom so.
And I'm asking you guys this question once again out there. Okay? This is a fight that I used to have with Maria here in studio many a times. And we debated about this issue many times. I still believe in the theory. Kom ek vat twee cherries as 'n voorbeeld hier op die stream. Kom ek vat vir Natalie en Mohau. Let me, since I see their names here. Oor Koffie, ja. Kom ek vat vir Natalie en Mohau.
Leave my girlfriends alone.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You take that back.
Can I just borrow them just for this example? Example. Okay. I am dating Natalie.
Okay.
I've been dating Natalie for the last year.
You're in love.
I'm in love. Things are going not so nah between me and Natalie for a while.
Why?
No, whatever.
We're arguing.
Yeah. And now I'm meeting Mohau. Okay? Mohau is a nga Cherokee.
She caters for your manly needs.
She caters for my manly needs.
Yes.
I always say, like the Kenyan Maasai proverb says, you should never test the depth of water with both feet. I will not leave Natalie until I am sure I have stability with Mohau.
Yes.
Okay? Nobody leaves a previous relationship and just, luister ek so, Natalie, hier is 'n Cherokee, nee? Mohau. Ek nga van Mohau, but I've never slept with her yet. I've never touched her yet. I've never kissed her. But I want to leave you because I want to be with Mohau. Do you think Natalie will believe I've not slept with Mohau yet?
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't believe me. Because in every relationship, if you move from point A to point B, there is, in my view, a considerable amount of cheating that first happens in the new relationship.
Neville, if you go and buy yourself a car, dan gaan jy mos vir hom vir 'n test drive vat.
Hallo,
voordat jy hom koop.
Hallo,
Neville.
Hallo.
Jy los nie 'n werk sonder dat jy ander beter werk het.
You don't go from driving a Toyota down to a Land Rover.
Hoor vir Mohau, ek sal vir Natalie met 'n bottelkop steek. Straight out of Soweto. Whistle. Yeah, so my conclusion in this is this guy played both of them.
Yeah.
And there's no way that I think that he left the one and started dating the other one. He played them off one over the other.
I want to tell you, like, you know this Discovery ID. I like watching that channel. Like where they show, yeah. So this is what happened in a case where this man was playing two women. And then this other woman just decided, his wife decided she's going to go knock on the lady's door.
Right.
And when the lady opened, she shot the lady 3 times in the head. And then she left. The man was charged because he created a situation for that to happen. He was charged in the murder as well as his wife.
But how can he be charged? If
I
he
don't
was
know
not-
for what. And I was like, yo, when we talked about this, I was like, I remember that Discovery ID thing that I checked. So can that happen? Like really in Namibia, can that happen? Shines, can that happen in Namibia?
Yeah, man.
No,
There must be
doesn't-
probable cause somewhere, somehow.
something
Yeah,
happened.
but
Same scenario. I'm telling these boys, they broke in. They broke into a white guy's house, and the white guy shot one
why
friend.
not just the guy's house?
Okay,
Why
a
must
white
be
guy.
a white guy's house?
He's from Texas.
Always into the lanis.
So it's like 3 boys.
Ja,
So-
just for context.
Ja, so-
Hey, en 'n Lani sê is gebreek.
Dat sê.
Ja, sê.
En Alani sê, toe word as jy na Damara sê, breek ons kompromis met jou. Wat soek jy so? Laat die skiet jou net.
Here,
So the friend was shot dead.
Herrero houses are full
And-
of knopkieries. Hulle bliksem.
Ja,
joh.
la bliksem.
So the one friend was shot dead, and the 2 friends that were alive, they broke in to steal, but one was shot dead, and 2 friends that were alive were charged for his death. And I think the certain laws in some states in America are like just different. So I was like, what? Could this happen to this dude?
Natalie Orange says Azan lieg. Sy het geskrik toe kind kop kap teen tafel, gedink kind is dood en dan kind doodgemaak wat nog lewendig was.
Nee?
Clotilda says all the way from Germany. It's a Mitch. Kamisti. Yeah, Kamis. Roviera, nobody stops. Myself and my cuz almost strangled each other to death. My dad walked in and we are both turning purple.
Guys,
Sorry, this by his nuts. My dad.
Turning purple.
Hero.
They imagine that scenario so that no. Neville is just thinking about 2 cousins just at each other's necks. Ja, bro, wie dood eerste? Jy raak pink, ek raak blauw. Jy's amper by purple. Ek dryf jou tot blauwheid.
Hey, Rolf. Ek kan nie die comment verder lees nie, sorry. Mousy Polly. You're right, Mitch. The human body is fragile. That was probably just in the beginning of the fight that she pushed, and it happened that Sharon never got up from that push. Franco Jose says, but if she pushed and she pushed, accidentally hit her head, your response at that point will immediately call help or assistance. The fact she concluded to go bury the girl, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, but you must remember, she was intoxicated.
She was intoxicated.
She's strong.
Strong. Franco Jose says, but anyways, let the soul rest in peace. No mother or father should go through such trauma.
I agree with that.
I agree.
That is the real trauma here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spot on, Franco.
6 months, you don't know where your daughter is.
Roviera says, lost for Soweto 8. That is now in response to Mohau's
Unscrupulous comment.
Yeah, this Damara tendencies die. King Malume, who is in Wolfish Bay at the moment, the problem is not the way she died. It's the way they, Azan and the people involved, handled the situation when they knew what the procedure is when someone die in that state. Denise Valentine, thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate.
Thank you,
We
Denise.
appreciate the support.
When he says my baby mama
Denise.
died.
Huh? Is it your baby mama?
Yeah. Kom ek kyk die foto gou. Net nou kom expose to me.
So, okay, now since I have myself back in one piece now, Nou, Roo, hoe wurgt julle mekaar en julle is besig om blauw te raak? En julle wil nie ophou nie.
Let go, bro. Let go.
Glo my, die was miskien oor 'n joystick even, 'n PlayStation joystick, nie iets groot nie.
Mohau, I don't believe you. I honestly don't believe you. It's only guys who date two people. When a woman moves, she moves, papa.
What?
Ek ngani is klaar. Hoe entertain ek twee mense? Too much work.
You know, it's actually interesting how this is always seen just the one-sided way. You know, it takes two people to tango.
Yeah. True.
Dis nie altyd net die ene nie.
Dis net nie die man nie.
Ja, daar's altyd twee.
Dis twee.
I would be honest. This is how I feel women move on. A woman will want to leave you, but she will never just like go out of the relationship because probably you have already introduced her to your family. You have been together and there are kids involved for what?
Man,
she would want to cut off the relationship, but she would want to give you the scissors. It's either she cheats and you see, and then she's like, "Oh my God, so will you leave me now?"
I'm traumatized. I am the victim here.
It's not you, it's me.
What about me now?
I will
give you the scissors.
Come on.
I will not engage the two of you on this topic because there is not a woman here who can defend
the women
here, die Eva geslag. So I don't agree with what you guys are saying here in the studio.
I'm just saying it, Neville. That's what they do, or in most cases that I've seen, that's what happened. They will hand you the scissors. They will want to cut off the relationship.
That's what.
Franco Jose.
You see, Shines agrees.
What says Shines?
Why don't you agree with me, Shines?
I'm saying it's what they did to you only.
Oh my God, man. I know a lot of guys can agree with me there.
Franco Jose says, do women still sleep with guys that are not circumcised? Seriously, Franco Jose. What? What are you talking about? But anyway, it's a good question. Rovera says, broer, my broer, die tyd is dit may the strongest survive. die wat eerste uitpas flop. Today we are best friends. The respect is.
You must tell your kids this story there, and if one of you guys get married, go tell that story, bro.
Pasca and Dilula give a very gruesome scenario here that I also don't think is far-fetched. What if she was still alive when they went to bury her?
Oh, hell no.
When they went to bury her.
Oh, let's
she was maybe unconscious. Yeah, Pasca, let's hope and pray both you and me are wrong.
It's Friday, guys.
Yeah. Let's hope. Yeah.
Paramedics could have probably, if they called the paramedics, if what she's saying is true, it was a shaft and whatever, she hit her head. Paramedics could have come. They could call the paramedics and they could have probably revived her also. But yeah,
it just shows you, life changes at the blink.
Netso.
Now, Neville, can we address the elephant about this story? Why did people just assume it was a man? You had actors going out there making songs about men stop killing our women. And when they found out, and we had protests, and when they found out it's a woman, everything was like, okay.
Mitch, that's you.
I'm just saying,
you are 100% correct.
People were striking.
It's prejudice. It's prejudice against men.
Can somebody please tag Maria?
Please.
Quickly.
Kom ek sê soos Maria voor.
Okay, Mohau, ek is hier vir die Eva se volk. Dit is wat Mohau Siboli says. I hear what you guys are saying.
Do you understand how much pressure was put on? The dog came late at the striking thing or the march, and these ladies went off on him. You guys are coming late at this march. And you are the ones killing.
Okay,
like,
you gaan not te ver. You're talking about another march here.
That was the same.
No.
That was in the same time.
Was it at the same time?
They were having those posters.
Is it the gender-based violence march?
Yeah. They were having those posters, and it was about that.
It was where this girl confronted Moroki.
And it was in the police face, and I was like, "Yo, I am there. Let's do this." But when we found out it's a woman that actually did the act, everybody went silent. Everybody, nobody strike, nobody.
Nobody apologized. Sorry, men, that we were so rude towards you. It's now. Let me just go and put my head in the sand again.
The apology is not even needed because men do it in a lot. So, but I'm just saying that the double standards of when we found out it's a woman that did it.
Have you ever been in a bar fight with a lesbian?
No.
I tell you, my bra. Jy moet keer vir jou wickets. My brother, I tell you, bar fights amongst men is one thing, but against lesbians, it's a total different kettle of fish.
It's another thing.
Yes, my bra, jy moet staan, jong.
They know sign language.
En jy moet terugslaan. Yeah, and it must go against my total values in terms of beating women and what, but ek sê vir jou, vrouens wat hulle self mannetjies wil hou, as hulle wil kom, jy moet terugslaan.
Jy moet terugslaan.
None of this woman stuff. You must, I tell you, hulle wiks vir jou voordat, before you know what's going on, you unconscious.
You lose the fight.
And lie in a grave behind Dunes Mall.
Die mense lag hier vir jou, Kalfie. Is the business, you people. Vanessa Kuibeb says, Mitch, please don't try to take away from the fact or minimize the GBV violence is a pandemic.
That's just what I said now.
In this country.
That's just what I said now. I just said the same thing. I said men don't need an apology or what. I just said that people actually just assume, and it's right that you assume that. But after that, we heard it's a woman, and nothing happened. So I'm not taking away. I'm just saying that.
Maar Vanessa, ons vra net, nee? And try and forget that there are only men sitting here in the studio. Forget that the level of testosterone is at its peak at the moment. But it's a question that you ask Mitch, okay? Because I remember there was this big outcry, and there were marches, etc., against GBV violence and the violence of men against women, etc., etc. And yes, I obviously didn't follow the story, at the level that you just explained it to me, but it's kind of disheartening to sit here and there's not that big an outcry when we realize that it was actually a woman who are the perpetrator in this instance. And we will not minimize this, Vanessa, not at all. I have a mother and I have a daughter.
Yes.
I will always defend,
of course,
the Eva geslag. Yeah. I will always. But let's call, and like we always say, when we discuss one issue, let's not go on the what aboutism.
Yes.
But what about this? But what we are discussing now is what the public does not do when a woman is the perpetrator. That's what we're talking about now. So we can't talk about what about what men are doing. We always talk about what men are doing wrong, in all fairness. And we take ownership and the responsibility.
And we support
about how messed up we are.
The evil men. There are evil
Franco Jose says, founding fathers accent, recipient and gay tendencies is not tolerated. Vadem Buruka Shiramba says, I am actually listening from OTT.
Hey.
Daar sê Ochiva dronk word.
Op my hekke.
Ja. Vosia Alana Greenwood says, Eto Kaufi, ek sal maar vir Janice vra of jy die waarheid praat. Ai!
Vosia.
Janice, asseblief, kom sê, laat ons hoor. Kaufi is stout. Wie het hier gesê Kaufi is stout? Jagan Kaysep says, as waar Kaufi. Gays and lesbians het mos 3 in een krag.
Yes.
Man, vrou en die mengsel. Yo. Pascal Dilula says, we already apologized, you guys. Don't read everything. Vadem Bruka says, you guys are rocking. Shiri. Dion Jimsisa says, Kaufi is a stout toppie.
Dankie.
Willem Hamukwaya says, het die Lanis ook culture groups soos Ndonga, Baja en so aan. Van Swakop se Lani beef mekaar. A good question.
I know.
A good question.
Look, me as a European African,
Yes. Yeah.
who originally I was born in Tsumeb, but actually I should have built my house in Okanjera.
In Okajera.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that where our founding father came from?
Yeah, he's from
Exactly, and that's why
he's from Okajera.
that's the place to be.
Willem, from the little that I know, and I think the mistake that a lot of white people have made in the past was white people thought all black people are the same. Because apparently we look the same.
Same, yeah.
That's the stereotype that's been going on. Now, my experience has also been before I started making the differentiation between Afrikaner and German.
Yes.
Because we also thought white people are just white people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until I gained in the 90s German friends, Afrikaans friends. And then I realized that Afrikaners and Germans are not very fond of each other.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Sure. We're generalizing now.
Yeah, we generalize it.
Yes.
Like white people generalize that black people all look the same.
Correct.
It's just generalizing. So, Willem, what I've experienced or the undercurrency that is happening in Swakopmund is that there is what you call the German mafia. That's what I hear. Die boere sal altyd praat oor die Duitse mafia in Swakop.
Yeah.
Who wants to keep everything for themselves. Want dis hulle se plek. And there's always this fight between boere
And Duitsers.
Wambus
And Duitsers.
and Duitsers, but let's keep the black people out of it. But between boere en die blokkoppe in Swakopmund. So, but under Germans, Kaufi, you don't have any sub-tribes in German.
Oh, yes, you do.
You do?
Oh, yes, of course.
Ek luister?
If you, let's say, look at Germany now.
Yes.
Your North German, we had a gentleman here from Hamburg. Earlier
Luister.
on. So the North...
Ek moet nou baie mooi luister.
The
This is very
the
interesting.
northern Germans are way different in terms of they're Germans by all means, but they are different in cultures than the southern Germans, like the Bavarians. The Bavarians are more your farmer type individuals, okay? The mountains, the Alps, that kind of thing. Where your northern German is more your fisherman, your very cold type individual. You know, it's got nothing to do with the one is angry or friendly. It's got nothing to do with it.
Nee.
But then you've got the Rhinelanders, the
Rhinelanders.
yes, the Colonians and those guys. That and you can hear it. There are so many German dialects. They adapted the language in dialects,
What in the
and that is where the difference comes.
Say for me, which part of Germany borders Austria? North, south, east,
Oh my
west,
word! Austria's to the southeast.
southeast?
Yes.
And again, that's
And you've got the Alps dividing
Alps.
Germany between Austria. So you've got the Austrian Alps, the Swiss Alps, and the German Alps,
Okay.
and the French Alps.
like for instance, Mitch, I never knew that with the Nama people, the Nama tribe has so many sub-tribes.
Yeah, they do.
Can you name a few? Do you know?
Like there is like Konkai, Heitkom.
Yeah, Konkai, I know.
Konkai, Heitkom. There's a what is that? Koi.
Nee.
They know them Koi San so.
Nee,
Khoisan.
Wacht.
Jy is besig om nou kak te praat.
Ja, maar ik ken dat. Ik ken paar.
Khoisan is the name of the Nama people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's what is it? Dat is baie man.
Ja.
Dat is.
But
Die
that's
rimvasmakers.
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 Nee, maar rimvasmakers Afrikaans.
Afrikaans,
Is Nama.
Ik ken niet zo baie nie, maar ik denk dat is zo 6 of 7 van hulle. I never knew about white people having sub tribes. and stuff.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I knew is the sub tribes probably by brunettes, redhead, petite, and I know that from Pornhub.
Yes. He brings it up every day now.
No, I'm just saying. I thought those are the tribes.
Hoor kom maar vir Franco Jose. What does Omaheke mean in English? Is hy jou besigheid nie? Yeah.
What does
It's Omaheke, finish and
What does Omaheke mean anyway? It's like
Bondel
vast
Swart,
countries.
Afrikaners. Ja, ons kry dat die Bondel Swart Afrikaners. And that is nog, they should be like 8 or something. Yeah.
And Kaufi and Estomis just corrected you. I wanted to say that a little bit earlier. Ochivarongo is in the Ochodonjupa region.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Mohau Siboli says the greatest weakness of a man is that they underestimate women. As much as there are gender roles, women are quite smart. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Franco Jose, Kaufi is Kama European. African.
I'm European African because the black people in America are African American.
Yeah.
And I am European African.
That's it.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
As a belief.
Mohausi Boli says, "Woo, you are forgotten, son. You are forgiven, son." Nikamani, he is what he says he is. Mohausi Boli. Woo! Mohau, moet jy altyd Kaufi se palle vang hierso. Moet jy altyd die goalkeeper wees van Kaufi. Moet jy altyd die man se palle vang hierso.
Wow.
Jürgen Kaisep says there are only 2 tribes amongst whites, the rich ones and the maplotters.
The hillbillies.
Vanessa says, Neville, I don't know if we will ever know the whole truth about what really transpired, but she is in jail and will be sentenced. So justice is prevailing in this case, and a public apology should be extended to the ex-boyfriend. Okay? Masha sê hier 'n link gegee. Dan sê die mense hulle TikTok nie, maar ek word getag in die goed. Wie lieg nou? I will not look at it now. King Malume says Kaufi is een groot toppie wat deur baie gegaan het. Ja. Tangeni with the capital T, Bondel Swarts, Afrikaner. Estomish says true Kaufi, Norwegians too. Different dialects depending on the south or the north. Tangeni with a capital T, which Germans are similar to Chinese, infiltrating deep into the villages. Moro Ompi say asseblief Kaufi.
Wow, wil net violence kies.
Yeah. Guys, as we're wrapping up our show today, just a quick 1 or 2 stories before we say goodbye to everybody out there. Yesterday we ran a story on Tate Detunga, the police chief, who basically said that government vehicles should be exempted by traffic officers when it comes to issuing of fines if their license discs are expired. Now there's a big headline in one of the dailies today which says, Detunga says, maybe I was wrong.
Oh.
Police Chief Sebastian Detunga yesterday said he might have acted ultra vires when he issued an internal memo to traffic officers across the country not to issue tickets for expired license discs on government cars last year. The move, which only emerged publicly this week, has angered members of the public who charged that Detunga has diverted from the rule of law to implement an illegal directive. Detunga, who is still on holiday yesterday, said he could not remember the motive for his directive. Yo!
Hy was ook 'n groot man
But
geskel.
I want to ask you something, Neville. I want to ask you something. When a fine gets paid,
Yes.
the money goes to government.
Goes to government.
Okay, so a traffic officer works for government.
Yes.
And a police officer
Yes.
also
pay
works for
themselves.
government.
Yes.
Driving a government vehicle.
With an expired disc.
Yes. So now, if how can you fine yourself? Because then you pay yourself, don't you?
Yeah, as a yellow monopoly. I think that money
how
should go
stupid
to
is
the
that?
public.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm now on Daitunga's side. I've changed my mind. I'm going back to Sebastian,
true.
and I'm going to ask him to withdraw his apology and go
Yes.
back to the. But you cannot find yourself and then pay yourself. How does that work?
It's an intercompany charge.
It's what they call it probably goes into a suspense account.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, man.
it's a paper transaction.
How about the government pays the public for every wrongdoing they do?
That is it.
Yeah,
that
they
is
must
it.
pay us.
The government, if the government does something wrong and they get fined, they must pay that money into the private sector, into the public sector. Public kas.
Staatskas.
No, staatskas is government. We need
Public kas.
treasury.
public kas.
Yeah, a public treasury.
Yeah, public
Yes.
treasury.
There must be a good reason why I issued that directive, but I cannot recall the reason. When I am back in office, I will check in my files.
I know, man.
Maybe I might have acted ultra virus, but I have confirmed that when I get to my files. Okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, listen. I was thinking about this last night before we end the show. I think, and you guys need to hear me out there. And this is a good way to start this off. We need to introduce on this show for the foreseeable future 2 people that we need to acknowledge per week on the show. And there must be a public vote on the morning mix of the show. We need a mugu of the week.
Okay.
Kafu, you can, but there's a mugu.
Mugu.
We need a mugu of the week.
And he gets announced on Fridays.
He gets announced on Friday.
Yes.
Who was the mugu of this week?
Okay.
In terms of how stupid you have been, or not just stupid, what you've done wrong, etc. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So we need to actively start every day from Monday
Just checking out this.
until Thursday to see, and we will vote for the mugu of the week. And we need a top jita for the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jita is, you know, the guy who... Jay Makideng.
Okay.
Kudos to you.
Yes.
Okay? I think it's important that we need to acknowledge 2 people.
As mugus of the week.
Our
As-
mugu of this week is the lady that put her feet on the table. That's we've been talking about. Yeah,
I think-
but this week
So she's the...
she gets the mugu of the week this week.
Oh, do
What's
you
the
agree?
female of mugu?
Nee. As jy 'n mugu is jy 'n mugu.
Oh, it's one thing.
Ja.
Okay.
Maybe mugugus.
Mugugus. Lady mugugus.
I wanted to say Ndetunga is the mugu of the week.
No,
Yeah,
but no.
He only started now. This bara de dungane. Everybody must vote.
No,
So what do you say,
I
Kofi?
think the mugu of the week we need to involve our listeners and viewers out there.
Yeah.
They must also say who deserves to be the mugu of the week. Then we
We
all decide together.
Yeah.
We got 2 minutes on the show.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying we need to start this off this week, but we need to vote every week from here on forward as to who is the mugu of the week. But I was saying Detunga, but you came with a lady from the airport's company
Yeah.
who was at the airport. I think you might be right.
Rovera says Mitch is the mugu of the week for his Bible referencing thing there. I am with you.
No. I cleared that up. I did clear it up. Yeah, but it's
That wasn't
Taking long.
That wasn't clearing up. That was something else, but it wasn't clearing up.
Tangani,
we must.
Tangani with the capital says we can all acknowledge that Detunga is the mugu. And Gaza followers is the top jita.
Yeah. dude.
Yeah.
Can we just agree for that for now?
What? What must we agree?
Because the
Like,
show is
Gaza
coming to
followers
an
is
end.
The top cheaters.
The show is coming to an end.
We can
It's
actually do
Friday.
a live poll while we are busy with the show. We can do a live poll on Facebook and POM.
Natalie,
We'll know.
Natalie Orange. Natalie Orange het toch... Ay, waar is haar comment? Ons het hier iets gevra. Gaan die toppie nie af nie. Hy is al 80 jaar oud of so iets. Ja, maar ja, nou wanneer gaan die tate ook af? Is hy nie al 80 toe op pad nie? Ja, nee, die toppie is oud. Ja, he issued a directive in the village under the tree while drinking on BK.
Maar
Dave James.
I will remember when I'm in office.
Natalie Orange sê, nee, die Mugu this week is Mitch. Ek wag nou nog vir Beast
Oh,
of.
no, don't start again.
Ja.
I will Google it now.
Yeah. Mitch, you took the whole show. Guys, we've come to the end of the show.
Thank you.
Ek wil net gou sê, and it is something that I have and on my heart. And I say altyd, you need to give flowers when somebody is alive. Kofi, I had a discussion with you yesterday, just between you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys need to hear me out here. And it's something that we've discussed also in our management meeting,
in the meeting,
yesterday. Kofi, when I started doing comedy in the early 90s, it was obviously very easy doing comedy in our own communities as much as you started out.
In the black community.
In the black communities,
Okay.
colored communities, etc., etc. And the more white people see you, and you can agree, Mitch, people at first are sort of, they have this question mark on their face if you stand on stage. But as confident as you are, Mitch, you start warming to people over a course period of time, up to a point where people completely forget where you come from. They see the quality that you present on stage, and people accept you for just the quality of person that you are. I was telling you yesterday, Kofi, when you started out with us on the show, you got a lot of flack. I wouldn't say flack, but a lot of our listeners and viewers were not used to seeing a white guy on the show.
It's a black show.
It's a black show.
That's why you wear a black shirt.
Yeah,
That's why I wear black.
Yeah, that's why. And I sometimes got very uncomfortable.
Kofi, come black.
Yeah,
Come black here.
come black here. And I sometimes got very uncomfortable if I would see the comments, and then people would honestly say, "Nee man, laat hy lani gaan. Dis nou moeg, laat hy cheap." And I don't know how much that got to you, but I know you're a guy of strong character. And Kofi, I must say, and I'm saying it to you as a brother who loves you as I sit here, you have warmed so much to the hearts of the people who are watching our show.
Oh, thank you, Neville. That's so nice of you guys.
Become such an integral part of the show. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
And-
Dankie.
And you know what? We still don't know what the future dynamics of the show will be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we are still behind the scenes, guys. We are very hard at work to try and see what the dynamics of the show is going forward.
Yes.
But I must say, whatever decisions there are that we're going to take internally, collectively, Kofi, you have proven yourself to be...
Dankie, Neville. Thank you.
near my bro.
for
I
the
have
But,
to say that.
but Neville, I will still be serious when I read the news.
No, please do.
You
None
have
of this
to be-
joking. News is
Yeah.
important.
And you
News
have to
is
slowly,
serious.
Kofi. You heard them say slowly.
I will read the news a little bit slower from Monday. I will not be the mugu.
And that, and that is why Esther Mish is also saying, Kofi has been blackenized.
Yes.
Welcome to Freedom Land. Hou net so 'n bietjie vas. Ek wil nie nou on air gaan as ek nou hier weer whatever play nee, Vosia Alana Green who said never praat vir yourself. Kofi, I love you.
Hey,
hoor
dat
hoe
sê
weer
Vosia.
gesig gekoop met 'n Duitser hier
Dat sê.
Ons is moeg. Ja, ons is moeg. Hey, toch guys. I'm trying to find guys while we are busy. So what are you guys going to do for the weekend? Prat. laat ons hoor.
Music.
Music.
At the Dross in Olympia tomorrow.
Nee?
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
Nee? 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Koffie jy my gig daar kry. Dat ek net
Dat jy
gaan
wat
perform
gaan
vir die
maak?
boere. Ek wil net vir boere gaan perform.
Daar's nie net boere daar nie.
Ek
Nee,
soek
daar is
net
nie.
boere.
I play every Wednesday night there.
Daar is
Ek
nie
soek
net
net
You
boere.
won't believe how many black people there are.
Ek soek net
en-
boere Koffie.
Ja.
As jy net boere het hy dag bring vir my.
and I can agree to that because I've been to Dros many a times. You know, I've been
Yes.
asking you
Yes.
a few times via WhatsApp. Waar is die Duitser?
Ja.
Ek sit hierso.
Ja.
Duitser, waar is hy? And then you're not there that evening or whatever. So
We should come.
Yeah.
We should go. We should
Yeah.
go there.
Go Saturday, come.
yeah, just a few comments here. Liewe Iskia says Koffie is die Jita wat wag, hey man, die comments. Koffie, hey man. Koffie is die Jita wat weggeraak het in die kassie en blended in.
In die kassie.
There you go.
Ja.
Mousie Bolly says Koffie moet nog net ingeseën word van 'n swart vrou.
Ja, hey.
Dan is hy 'n perfect
Nou,
top dick.
how I am in a relationship,
Koffie,
mevrou.
we have an obligation to test the strength of your relationship.
Ah.
That is why Mohau is there. Yeah. So Iron Neville, that's what Gaten Curtis and Landu says. Estomi says, told you Koffie once you go black. Hey! Hey!
Once you taste bratwurst, you don't eat anything else.
Bratwurst. Bratwurst.
Natalie, thank you very much for that very important final. Natalie, your comment is the final comment of the day. We shall not speak
All cap.
after you.
All cap.
Okay? We shall not speak after you because it's important that we need to, acknowledge what Natalie was saying. Guys, we will have to talk for another 3 minutes. Nee? Laat hierdie top 40 song net klaar maak. Yeah. Then we can continue. Tangeni with a capital says Koffie is equal to Eminem.
Hey!
Koffie's Costa.
I've always thought about that. Why is the world's best golfer black,
Yes.
but the world's best rapper is white?
Hey!
Ja,
Dat
nee.
maak ons nie
We changed the rules.
Yes.
Natalie Orange says, ek sê toch lekker, celebrate hoe mooi Arsenal gisterand gedefend het. I agree with you, Natalie. Also, Sam, Koffie performs well. I checked him out sometime last year. He performed Jerusalem's amongst other many
Yes,
songs.
Jerusalem.
And my friends and I were the biggest fans.
Jerusalem.
That's what Dion
Jerusalem.
Shimsizzle says.
Oh,
Mohausi Bolly says, wie in Windhoek is nie in 'n marriage relationship nie.
Ek weet, Mohau.
Shut up,
In
Koffie.
Namibia, you don't get if you're a man, you don't get a woman. You just get, jy kry net 'n beerd.
Koffie's that guy that
Jy kry
just.
net jou
Jy
beerd.
kry net 'n beerd.
Jy
The
kry
ladies
Jy kry
shoot
nie 'n
their
vrou nie,
shots.
jy kry 'n beerd.
Ja.
Koffie's that guy. The ladies just shoot their shots. And
It's like
Koffie's
Mugo of
just
the
there.
week.
Ja.
Mitch, you are the winner. Here's a woman for you for the weekend. Enjoy.
It's not for the weekend.
Yeah.
Guys, I say I hope so. What are you going to do this weekend? You're going to be making music?
Yeah.
No, I'll just be at home, man. I'll play games. I think I'll buy.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
Oh, you're a gamer.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like.
What,
I like
Xbox?
games. No, PS,
What?
PlayStation.
Then what games are you playing?
I play a lot of Call of Duty.
Call
and
of
then
Duty.
I
Grand Theft
still have
Auto.
my San Andreas, bruh.
Huh?
I still have my San Andreas.
Do you go online and all that stuff?
I want to join that community, but it's just a lot of work for me.
Uh-huh.
If you do that, you are stuck there. You are
Okay.
not gonna be able to have a girlfriend if you join that community. It's not gone, Macho.
So
Guys
it's-
actually make money off that, but I think Horace is an online gamer. Horace,
Nee. Okay.
Horace is an online gamer, but I don't like doing the online thing.
But then you've also got these commentators in the right-hand corner that tell you exactly what to do and all that. Okay, I think we need to talk gaming one day.
Yeah,
True, ne? Mitch sal heel naweek net TikTok. Dis
ek
wat
doe nie TikTok nie.
Dit
That
is
is
wat-
Big Mitch.
Dis wat dis wat Masha sê. Ons het vanoggend gesê in brief, you know what? Me and Koffie were talking at breakfast this morning. and we were saying, hey, it's going to be a tough weekend this weekend because we got 2.5 more weeks to go voordat ons pay.
Yeah.
I have food in the house.
I do.
I have. I'm not too sure if I have enough petrol.
Yeah, for me work there.
I have.
You have enough petrol.
It's like, I've got love in the home. And I paid my rent. Now I know where to die of hunger.
Estomich, I agree with you. Because I noticed the same thing as you, Estomich. Kaufman, now the stuttering starts. He's nervous. This Mavutu's talk is confusing him.
I understand everything.
Let me just explain the Marsha situation.
Yeah.
She rolled a ball in my inbox.
Oh, she did.
And then I rolled the ball back.
To roll you the ball.
Now she's just hating on me.
Oh.
But I was not single, Marshall. Now I'm single. I came in, come slutty tent up.
You see, daar gooi hy weer lang lyne. He just said he's fishing now. He's telling the whole community he's single.
I'm just saying. Estomie, check.
Luister, toch. Nou speel Ed Sheeran nou weer hierso. And I tried to stop. Okay. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's really been a pleasure. You guys enjoy your weekend. Blessings to you all. I know it's going to be a difficult weekend because most of us just ran out of money, né? Because of what has happened in the last few weeks, chilling with the big boys. But we'll be chilling with the big boys again as from the 25th of this month.
Yes.
Maar hou vast net. Hou vast.
Have a good weekend.
We will chill with the big boys.
Sharp, sharp. Wat? Masha. So jy's 'n getroude vrou.
Ja. Kom haal jou bal uit met DM8.
We will test your marriage.